I need that touchdown, man. Gritty Gam
Need
was
it.
back in the building, man. How you doing, Parlay? How you doing, man? Saturday edition, man. We got NFL football. We got college basketball today. I'm excited, man.
Saturdays for the boys.
Yeah, boys. So before we get into some of this NFL playoff action, I kind of want to jump over to these college hoops because there's a couple games that fit what me and you like to bet when the unranked team is favored against a ranked team. There's a couple that fit that. At
Florida.
noon, that's one of them. Yes, at noon we got Indiana versus number 10 Nebraska. Indiana's at home and they're the 3.5 point favorite. I kind of do lean Indiana in this scenario because they do have the talent to win this game versus Nebraska. Nebraska is off to an incredible start to the season, but they do this from time to time with under Fred. I think it's Fred Hoiberg over there, if I'm not mistaken. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to if Indiana's able to pull out this win with Wilkerson and DeVries. But you did also mention the other one I was looking at the 12 o'clock window, which is that Florida unranked hosting number 21 Tennessee in the Swamp. I'm not gonna lie to you, Florida should definitely cover that as well. I like both those lines. That's 5.5 at home for Florida. Florida's had a rocky start to the year, I know, but they did beat a very good Georgia team at home this year. They went on the road and lost to Missouri, but these college hoops games, especially in the SEC, home and away, matters a lot. And like for example, parlay that Vandy team was no joke when y'all played them in the middle of the week, right?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
They put up like 96 points.
They got destroyed LSU.
Hey, I'll say this though, I kind of like that Arizona line at TCU. They're only 7.5 point favorites because TCU's scrappy. They fight hard. They push and already beat Baylor this year. They beat Kansas. They've already beat UNC. Actually, you know what? I take that back. No, more and more I talk about the TCU because I actually know about TCU. This game could be a 4.5. Yeah, it could be. It's 7.5 is the line. It's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon over here, so it's really gonna be like 2 o'clock over there. It's an early game for them. Yeah, I probably would stay off that. Even though Arizona's the number one team in the country, there's a reason that line's single digits. Now let me ask you this parlay. The 6 o'clock game interests me a lot. You got nine. Auburn is actually 9-6. That's terrible.
Yeah, should they be 9-6?
No, they've been screwed a couple times. You saw that. I remember when I told you to watch what happened to them versus fucking Texas A&M. You couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That was 22.
You felt bad for the Auburn fans. That's when you know something's crazy.
I could never be an Auburn fan.
No, you could never be one, but you felt bad for them when you saw how they got screwed.
That always happens. So.
But they do play the best team in the SEC probably. And the second best team. Vanderbilt's probably the best team right now, but second best team is probably Arkansas. Arkansas is no slouch. Arkansas is legit, and they play Auburn at Auburn. The line's only 1.5. I wouldn't mind taking an Arky money line in my opinion. This is the type of game Auburn could definitely win and pop after being 0-2 in the conference. But I just feel like Arkansas is gonna have too much flow state for them. They have too much to handle, to be honest. But this is the exact game Auburn could win. Their rosters is not constructed right this year.
I like weight plus 10.
Who Wade got?
UNC. AI
Okay.
says 8.
Oh, I see it here now. Yeah, they're at UNC too. I'm not opposed to it at all. I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to do something nice with it because UNC is a wishy-washy team this year in terms of covering. They get their wins, but the points be close sometimes.
Yeah, so. Oh, I can't even bet it yet. I gotta put that parlay in.
I see Duke's playing SMU at Duke. SMU's kind of scrappy, and the reason SMU's ranked is because they beat UNC. So they got one of the better point guards in the SEC too, in Boopy Miller. So I would stay off the Duke line. 11.5 is a lot of points for that game. The only thing I'd say is I'd double back and see if Michigan's worth taking that 19.5 at home versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin's not that good. Michigan's been mopping teams, so this will be the proof to see if they can still do it in the Big Ten. If they don't, we're gonna move them to the list of they're not the real type teams in terms of they were just beating up on teams. They beat up on like other good teams. Don't get me wrong, but they were also point piling on some bad teams. So we'll see what Michigan does. We'll see what Michigan does. This is actually gonna be big like reason to test for their betting wise to see if they're going to be worth taking these big spreads throughout the Big Ten the rest of the year.
I like Texas Tech. Minus 5.5.
Texas Tech minus 5.5. They're on the road at Colorado. Texas Tech's legit this year too. I say that. Yeah, they just played a hard fought game with Houston in the middle of the week that they lost, but they've been solid. Besides that, they had good wins this year. Yeah, I like that.
All right.
The only other thing I'll mention is that UVA hosts a very underrated Stanford team at 2:15 on Saturday. UVA hoops has been legit this year, but that 11.5, I wouldn't be surprised if Stanford finds a way to backdoor cover that because they've been upsetting and covering teams in the ACC. So I look out for that. In the meantime, we can move over now to the NFL playoffs. Now we got the wild card weekend Saturday edition. We got two games tonight. We got Rams Panthers and we got Packers Bears. We what do you? I think we both covered the Rams Panthers already. The fact that it's 10.5 with Devontae coming back is probably you. I think you said you thought the Panthers might cover.
Uh, no, but now I think I might. They had the money.
They did.
Dude, wait, what's is wait. Ones- I don't know. Maybe it's gotta get picked. Carolina 2.5. That might be a lot.
You said there might be a lot.
A lot.
Oh, I didn't know what you were saying. I thought you said a word you refused to say in the past. I was confused.
Uh, you should go watch the NFL.
Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. The Rams got the money on the spread on Pickett. They got the money. That under looks solid though. 46.5.
Does look solid. It's down
Under
to 46.
could be very interesting.
Could be two unders tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, potentially. I don't know what's gonna happen in that Green Bay game, but I still do like the Packers, but I don't know what's gonna happen points wise. The Bears are like the worst DVOA team to make the playoffs in a long time, or something like that. Not having Parsons is pretty big for the Packers, but
They've gone under 3 of their last 5 games.
they've gone under 3 in the last 5 games. The Packers.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll have Jordan Love back too. I'm kind of liking that. Look at. Excuse me. Sorry, I was yawning. Looking at the NFL for tomorrow, for today, or later. Let me pull this up. One thing I wanted to see. So we got odds. Devontae's already going to be minus 145 touchdown score. I'm not going to lie. You're going to have to take that if you want it as a parlay leg. I kind of like. I kind of like Corum to score in this game. He's plus 200. He might get a goal line carry because they do semi rotate him and Kyron.
I can see that.
Because Kyron's minus 135, Puka's minus 110, and Devontae's minus 140 to score.
I like it.
Tet's plus 180. Tet's not a bad price. You think Tet's going to get open on these DBs, which I'm not going to lie to you. These Rams DBs, you can run routes on some of them. You can get open.
Running routes. On these hoes.
In the meantime, if we're taking the Bears players, I love that Luther Burden plus 240, bro. I think he's their best receiver this year.
Luther Burden plus 240.
I do think he's the Bears' best receiver this year. Yeah, for sure.
I can see it.
You got, besides that, you got Loveland at plus 210. He could also be really solid because I think they're gonna have Dunze coming back from injury, so I think he might just be a decoy this game. DJ Moore, he for some reason does not get the ball in the red zone. They almost use him as like a running back half the time. So I like Colson Loveland and Burden to score one of those two, either the plus 210 or the plus 240. The fact Jacobs only minus 125 is very interesting too. That's just a good leg builder. That's a good price for a leg builder.
I'm looking at articles. For the AFC South to win the Super Bowl, plus 600.
I like that because I do think the Texans have a really good chance of coming out the AFC. Because I remember I was telling you, me, you, and Ed were talking about it the other day. I was like, I think I got the Seahawks and the Texans getting to the end. You got any looks for them, parlay, for the Saturday games? Besides what we got already?
I think that's it for right now.
All right, bet. Yeah, I think so too. For me, we ran through that college slate for y'all too for college basketball on Saturday. Gave y'all a quick rundown, a couple spots. I like those noon slots the best though. The Indiana and the Florida, those look solid on Saturday in the morning, in the noonday. So, with that being said, man, that's the brother parlay.
That's bad.
We the Gritty Gamblers, man. We'll catch y'all again tomorrow, man. Hit the parlay fever, man.
Parlay fever, I'm all in. Stack 'em up, let's watch 'em spin. One more win, I feel alive. 5-leg ticket, roll the dice. Oh, don't let me down now. Oh, I need that touchdown.